Is he?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to get started. Yeah, I'll catch you later, though.
Just the man I've been waiting for.
Oh, hey, I'm...
I know who you are, that's my job, but you don't know me yet. I'm Andy Kisner, Director of Player Personnel.
Nice to meet you, Andy.
Likewise. We're really happy to have you in the building.
Thank you. I'm ready to get to work, though. Love the culture you guys have here. I think it's going to be a great fit.
Well, that's our belief, too. Are taken care of on and off the field. Outreach opportunities, travel plans, anything you can think of, I can help with it. I'm here for you.
Okay, bet. I appreciate it. Like I said, the culture here was a big part of my decision.
Well, it's not just me. It's throughout the entire organization. So let's get you into gear. We want to give you a chance to make sure you got everything you need for game day.
Thanks, Andy.
Of course.
Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe.
Yo, what's up, Sosa?
Hey, man. Just wanted to check in with you. How are you feeling?
Yeah, man. Fresh start's gonna be nice, but I'm ready to get to it.
You've got a golden opportunity, too. You might be a one-year deal, but they're gonna give you plenty of chances to prove it. You gotta be ready to take it and run with it.
Come on, Sosa. You've known me long enough to know I'm ready for my moment. I'm ready to be a star.
All right. I'm ready to watch you put on a show.
Appreciate it, Sosa.
Hey, the new man in town is here. Welcome to the squad, big dog. Glad you wanted to be a part of what we building here.
Yeah, it was an easy choice, man. I see the potential this offense has, and I really feel like I can help take it to that next level, you know? I knew this was the place to be.
Good, because I wasn't trying to come out of...
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Marcus Mariota and the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The Lions offense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And we'll be watching how well these receivers can get open, especially this man in his 5th NFL campaign.
And this is going to be his first run-through with his new team. He's got a real opportunity, I think, to be an impact player this year. So he'll be looking to do some positive things in the time that he's going to be out there here in this first preseason game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good completion there. And, Charles, it's worth letting the folks know we'll likely only see the starters for a drive or two. They'll play the first quarter, probably not much more, and then they'll watch the remainder of the game from the sideline.
So that's a good rep then, right? Because that's all you're trying to get done. You won't be out there very long, so you want to make everything count. Be precise, be sharp. And there's a good example of it right there.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Yeah, nice catch there. And this is a guy who's been a little bit of an underperformer in his first 4 years. But his new club's take is that that's because he's never gotten the chance to be a top target. He's expected to play a bigger role when the regular season gets underway. From the 50, it's Goff.
It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing again on second down. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
That's what you want to see in the preseason. A quarterback and his new receiver gelling early. They're hoping this duo can really form a bond this year, and that's a good start.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Marlon Davidson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long.
Earn skill points by leveling up, and then spend them on a skill group of your choice. When you upgrade a skill group, the player ratings within that group will increase. Many perks have multiple tiers, from bronze to silver to gold. The higher the tier, the greater the gameplay boost you'll receive. As you unlock ability paths, you'll open up new ways to customize your power on the field. The X Factor, Yard, and 99 Club slots help round out your player with unique boosts.
All right, everyone. That's it for today. Hey, man, you gotta do your homework tonight, all right? Get some rest. I mean that. So, how you feeling?
I'm feeling blessed, Coach.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, man, you've been gaining momentum all throughout camp. And it's clear you got the physical gifts to be a really special player.
Thanks, Coach. I'm ready to be a big-time playmaker for this team.
Oh, I know. Bruh, the things you do out on that field, oh man, can you turn some heads. But hey, you gotta remember, there's always another level you can get to. And if you do that, I just know our offense will explode.
Just tell me what I gotta do, Coach.
Well, for starters, you gotta carry yourself like you're the top dog. That means on and off the field. And you gotta prepare yourself that way, too.
I got you, Coach. I haven't put the playbook down. I got it with me right here.
I believe that. We just gotta keep seeing it out on the practice field. Eventually, that'll lead to game day. Hey, man, I'm excited for this season. I know it's gonna be good.
That's what I'm here for, Coach. Let's get out there and make some noise.
Let's do it.
Yo, Andy, I want to get involved in community outreach a little more. You think you could help set me up with some opportunities?
Absolutely. You know, I think it's great when guys who are new to the organization are eager to get involved. It is such a great way to build a relationship with our fans.
That's exactly what I want to do. The fans have been awesome from day one, and I really want to give back.
Well, that's fantastic. I'll definitely make sure to get you all that information. That way, you could get some opportunities beyond what you're doing with the entire team.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you, Andy.
My pleasure. It's what I do. And hey, Who knows? Maybe a Walter Payton Man of the Year nomination is in your future.
That would be an honor, but right now, I just want to find a way to make a difference off the field.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Lions offense getting prepared to go to work here in the second week of the preseason. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their fifth-year wideout.
And he had a few moments in that first preseason game that made you sit up and take notice. And that's what you're looking for when you're with a new organization. Start compiling some of those moments and let this coaching staff know that you're a guy to be trusted.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in. They're now on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incomplete.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Goff.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Good work there to secure that one. And worth pointing out, this first unit's going to be on the field most likely for the first half of this game only. So with the 3 preseason games nowadays, CD, this will likely be their best chance to play together for a few series.
And it's a great opportunity for this group to move around a little bit as well because you want to build depth within your starters, and you don't want one guy only playing in one spot. You want them all to know every spot. So they'll mix it up, move around, play the different roles, and try and get comfortable in all of them.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
On 2nd and 10, Goff, and he comes back with one complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the ground with a tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles.
Today,
from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
it's week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
The Lions offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout.
And he's going to get one more run-through here in this final week. He's done enough at this point to earn the job as the starter. So this is all about working on technique and getting a few more reps under his belt.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 16, Goff. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they wanted to leave some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the third game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right? And some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can...
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they'll accept that penalty. Goff. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. Third and long. It's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Working with a 2nd and 3. Goff. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. It's Goff.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. To throw is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a bit closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Goff throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about it.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His first catch of this third quarter. He had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just
Detroit's offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On first down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Goff now to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out
It's all of them that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. Still trying to reach the 6 floors hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest. Showtime. Like 20. Set. Set. 180. Like 20. Hot. Like 20. Set. Like 20. We go tonight. 180. Like 20. Like 20. Set. Like 20. Turbo set.
Yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet in South Carolina.
Turbo set.
I'm still building my resume. Still got a lot to do. Still I'm heavyweight. Still got a lot to
Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Cheeto, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia, los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
I
day. From Ford Field in Detroit.
The Lions offense ready to put the preseason behind them and begin this 2022 campaign.
On first down, it's Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now Goff on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And that flag accepted. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
So the new weapon on the outside getting involved here in the regular season. Remember, limited production for him in his first 4 years in the league, but he's getting a shot to really be a key part of the rotation. Charles, what do you think that he brings to the table?
Brandon, I think he's got all the tools, but what he hasn't had is opportunity. He's been behind a lot of players along the way, sort of relegated to being the 4th and 5th option. Now he moves into a role that's higher up in the pecking order, so he wants to take what he's learned and apply it to this new situation.
Well, you know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on and on about how lucky he felt he was to have spent his first 4 years in the league with the Kansas City Chiefs, and how starting his career in that offense really set him up to be a starter now.
Well, think about it. He's sharing a film room and a practice field with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, 2 of the most dynamic weapons in the NFL. Not to mention Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, a dream duo, a quarterback and coach. He said the lessons he learned over his first 4 years have set him up for success now that he's climbed the ladder in this league.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To the air again. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
This is exactly what they were hoping for when they went after him in free agency. They saw a guy who had the talent but didn't have the targets. But he's going to get some as the season goes on. He's got a touchdown here in week 1.
the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Goff on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, nice catch there in his debut. This is a guy who came over in free agency. He's never really had an opportunity to be a volume receiver before, but it appears he's going to get that chance here, and he picks up a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, Goff.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His second year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else around the league, Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year. But he told all the teams he was interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he could continue to grow in the job. As far as his offense this year, he's really optimistic about what they can do because he loves the talent on that side of the ball. And one other thing, Manny Kahue, a young, bright offensive mind, he'll be a head coach before long when he's ready to do it.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again is Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half.
Back to throw. Goff. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, He's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 27th, Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They run out of the gun with Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finished. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Goff. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is...
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 16-14, just over 2 minutes to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Goff. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad.
Go!
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And a from all of the base. My ace boom going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear.
Oh, boy! You see that? Of course I did.